Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Wellness Talks with Nirva. Today we are going to talk about hair mystery. We often brush them, style them, but honestly, how much do we know about them? I'm your host Natasha Singh and I have Dr. Shehnaz with me today, a senior consultant with Nirva who's going to shed more light on this. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me. Hair, like though every day, we talk about it, it has its layers of science and emotion attached to it.
Absolutely right, Dr. Shahnaz. I think our audience is in here for a treat because we'll be exploring how healthy hair even looks like. What are the cry for health signs of unhealthy hair? Do our hair actually get frizzier as we age? And what are these emotional and psychological connections behind our hair health? And most importantly, how do these life events like puberty, pregnancy, menopause, all of them have an impact on our hair health and texture? This is going to be a significantly interesting chat, so stay tuned. Right, Doctor?
Yes, even I am excited to unpack these topics and help our audience gain a deeper understanding of their law.
Great, so let's start right away. In fact, my first question to you, which is a very basic question, is that what is the difference between healthy hair and unhealthy hair? If you could just break this down for us.
Of course, it's quite simple. Like healthy hair is strong, it has a natural shine and doesn't break easily. It feels smooth to touch. On the other hand, unhealthy hair can be dull, it feels like brittle and may have lots of split ends. It's like comparing a fresh plant to a wilting one.
And I'm assuming that there is a cycle to hair growth as well, right?
Exactly, like our hair grows, rests, and then sheds. So think of it like a season. A growth season, a rest period, and then a fall. So most of the hair on our head is in the growing phase. When hair completes the cycle, we naturally shed them. That's why finding a few strands on your comb is perfectly normal. And this hair growth is regulated by the blood flow to the scalp, hormonal variations, the nerves on the scalp, and the age, along with the food that we eat.
That explains, I think, it is actually self-explanatory that why do we always find these a few hair strands on a hairbrush. But that also raises a concern for me. Like, what is this transition between normal hair fall and excessive hair shedding? What are these signs? How can I identify this?
That's an excellent question, Natasha. Like normal shedding is about 50 to 100 hairs a day for most of the people. But when we start losing like significantly more than this on a consistent basis, it may be a cause for a concern. Like excessive hair fall could be a result of external factors like overstyling, exposure to harsh chemicals, or environmental damage. Additionally, like internal factors such as hormonal imbalances, poor nutrition, and health issues, these can also affect hair health. So if you notice clumps of hair coming out, thinning patches, or an overall reduction in the volume over a short period, it's a sign of excessive hair fall.
It's actually, relieving to know that a bit of hair fall is absolutely normal. And in fact, I think our audience would love to know that what are the best hair care practices that they can apply to keep their hair in the best of its health. But before we do that, I would love to introduce our audience to Nirva and what do we do so unique over here. Well, at Nirva, we are obsessed about making you feel amazing from both inside and out. Nirva is a place where calming therapeutic practice of yoga meets the Ayurvedic ancient wisdom, specifically designed for you to help you manage your chronic health conditions. So you're struggling with menopause, health symptoms, or your gut is feeling not quite right, or your joints are giving you a hard time. We have got your back. At Nirva, we're a team of certified Ayurveda practitioners, yoga professionals, and the most amazing health coaches that you'd ever meet. They are here to help you, guide you, support you, and be there with you all throughout this holistic healing journey. And did I mention about a wonderful community? There are so many people like you from UK and US, all in their holistic healing journeys to manage their chronic health conditions with an aim to live a happier and healthier life. And cherry on top are a Nirva retreat. Imagine a serene getaway with detoxing Ayurvedic therapies and personalized yoga sessions to energize each and every cell of your body, and that too in Kerala, God's own country. So if you've been someone who's struggling to manage your chronic health conditions, please feel free to connect with us. We are here to help you out. And with that, back to my topic, doctor. Tell us that how will we be able to identify signs or conditions for poor hair health? How can we know about it?
Absolutely, Natasha. Like for proper hair care, understanding common hair issues is vital. So let's discuss like some signs of an unhealthy hair. One is excessive hair shedding. So if you are shedding more than the usual 50 to 100 hairs every day, it's a sign of concern. Various factors like stress, pregnancy, or even surgeries can lead to this. And then the other one is split ends and dull hair. This indicates the absence of moisture and overexposure to harsh chemicals or styling methods. So hair that is constantly tangling indicates damage. And dry or brittle hair. These are usually the results from excessive heat or chemical treatments. And no natural volume, lack of elasticity, easy breaking and snapping, these are all common signs. But remember, like every individual's hair is unique. It's essential to recognize these signs and tailor your care accordingly.
I think we all have been guilty of ignoring and overlooking these signs until they become problematic. So if you have been someone who's struggling with these signs, drop us a comment and we'd love to address it for you. And for you, doctor, I have a question. So once we're able to identify these signs, how do we reverse the damage? I mean, do you have any Ayurveda meets modern solution kind of technique for our audience that you'd like to recommend?
Absolutely, Natasha. Like when it comes to hair care, there is like no one size fits all. Your hair care routine should be as unique as you are. And it all begins with like understanding your hair type and its needs. So in Ayurveda, there are like three types of hair: Vata type, Pitta type, and the Kapha type. So those with Vata characteristics, they tend to have dry, curly hair. Now the key here is to hydrate. So warm oil massages with almonds or sesame oil, these can all be revitalizing. So you can also use like deep conditioning treatments. Now when it comes to fine, straight hair that might experience premature graying or thinning, that is associated with Pitta hair type. So cooling treatments like coconut oil or aloe vera massages, these can all be soothing. Now pair this with a balanced diet and gentle hair care products for the best results. And if you have like thick, wavy but oily hair, so you lean towards the Kapha type of hair. So lighter oils like neem, flaxseed, these all can be beneficial. And also like clarifying shampoos. So these are some just general ways to take care of your hair health. But personalization is the right solution. So let me know in the comment section like what kind of hair you have and what your major issue is. So let us see like if we can figure out the hair type and the solution.
Right. And I'm sure our listeners are eager to delve deeper into the specific Ayurvedic solutions for hair challenges like hair fall, split ends, and scalp health. I'm excited to announce that we'll explore this in depth in part 2 of this video. But for now, let's pivot slightly. Could you provide us with a basic hair care routine, doctor, that anyone can adopt to keep their hair in best of its health?
Of course, Natasha. A holistic hair care routine like addresses both external and internal factors. Now here is a simple universal routine I can share. The first one is regular cleansing. Now it can be done in 2 to 3 times a week using a mild sulfate-free shampoo. So remember to choose based on your hair type like dry, oily or normal. And always follow up with a conditioner. So it locks in moisture and ensures that hair remains tangle-free. And the next one is scalp massage. Scalp massage is something that should be a must to do in your hair care routine. A weekly scalp massage using oils like coconut, almond, or even olive oil can stimulate blood circulation, promoting hair growth and health. And also like let your hair air dry whenever possible. If using like heat tools, always apply a heat protectant. And a balanced diet rich in vitamins, minerals, especially like biotin, vitamin E, and omega-3 fatty acids. These all support hair health. Also, remember to stay hydrated. And a trim like every 8 to 10 weeks. It helps eliminate your split ends and maintain your hair shape. And whether it's from the sun's UV rays or from chlorinated water in swimming pools, always ensure like your hair is protected. So you can use like scarves or hats and always rinse your hair after a swim. So, the foundation of good hair health is consistency. By sticking to this routine and understanding the unique needs of your hair, you'll see transformative results.
Thank you for that, doctor. But here's another quick question for you. A common observation, and you can say, often a concern for many women, especially as they age, there's a change in the texture, often leading to the frizz. So, why does our hair grow frizzier as we grow older?
Aging and hair, it's an intricate relationship. As we age, the natural oils the scalp produces decrease, which leads to drier and frizzier hair. And the hair strands that become finer and they lose some of their elasticity, making them more prone to breakage and frizz. Now, coming to Ayurveda, it's fascinating. Hair types are indeed linked to three bioenergies like Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And each of these bioenergies has its own characteristics. And as we age, there might be imbalances leading to these specific hair types or concerns. For example, Vata hair tends to be dry and frizzy. So an increasing Vata as one ages could lead to more frizzier hair.
Okay, so speaking of life stages, tell us that how does puberty, pregnancy, and menopause, they all have a role in impacting our hair health and the texture. How does that happen?
Great questions, Natasha. Puberty sees a surge in hormones, which can lead to increased oil production on the scalp, affecting your hair texture and growth. And many young adults experience either an oily scalp or increased hair growth due to these hormonal changes. Pregnancy, on the other hand, is a phase where many women experience lush, thicker hair due to elevated estrogen levels. But however, postpartum hair shedding is common once the hormonal levels drop post-delivery. And menopause brings a decline in estrogen, leading to thinner hair, decreased elasticity, and in some cases, hair loss. So it's essential to adapt one's hair care routine during these life stages to address their specific challenges.
We've been discussing so many physical aspects of a hair care routine, but I'm also very curious about the emotional angle to it. How do our emotional states, especially in the period of high trauma and stress, how does that impact our hair health? Is there even a scientific or psychological connection between our emotional well-being and the health of our hair?
Absolutely, Natasha. Studies have shown that emotional traumas and stress, this can indeed have a direct impact on hair health. So when we undergo significant stress or trauma, our body releases a hormone called cortisol. And elevated levels of this cortisol can disrupt the hair growth cycle. So normally, most of our hair is in a growing phase, but stress can push our hair into a resting phase, known as telogen phase. Now, this doesn't mean immediate hair loss. Instead, hair will remain in this phase for a few months and then fall out. So this phenomenon is termed as telogen effluvia. Now, moreover, intense stress can also affect the scalp's health and may exacerbate conditions like dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis. So some individuals under emotional distress, they might also develop habits like hair pulling, known as trichotillomania, which is a way of coping with stress, anxiety, or even boredom. However, the good news is that such stress-induced hair loss is usually temporary. Once the stressor is removed, or once individuals find coping mechanisms to manage their stress, the hair typically returns to its normal growth cycle. But nonetheless, it highlights the importance of emotional well-being in maintaining a good hair health.
Thank you, doctor. I think we learned a lot about hair care and hair health today. It's clear that there is still so much left and so much to explore. And to our audience, I'm happy to announce that we'll be coming up with part 2 to discuss all of this in detail in the second part of it. We'll be addressing specific hair conditions like hair fall, split ends, and you name it. And we would be also addressing specific Ayurvedic remedies for the same. So also, we'll be also discussing about how varying climate can impact our hair health and what kind of adjustments do we need to make to maintain that health. Right, doctor?
Yes, Natasha. And thank you so much. It's been a pleasure discussing these insights today. And there is indeed a wealth of knowledge within Ayurveda that I am eager to share. So I'm looking forward to our next discussion about more holistic solutions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shahnaz, and to our audience, keep our fingers crossed for our second part. And as always, hair can be a reflection of your inner health as well. So keep yourself nourished and balanced from inside, and it will reflect on your hair health as well. And for any part of this chat, if that resonated with you today, or if you have any query, please feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. If you think that this video can benefit someone, don't shy away from sharing the link of this video with them. And always remember that we are here doing this every week, so come back here for the next part of it. Till then, take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Thank you.